Hi. Okay. Sorry to everyone who was watching before and I just had to restart everything. I don't think my live was working quite right, so hopefully now it'll be working good. So I'll just give it a second and see if a few more people want to hop on, but I hope you guys get on quick because I don't like looking at myself look like this on my video. I want to put my makeup on. Okay. All right, so I'm super excited today to talk to you guys about everything mascara. So, all right, so where do I even start? Sometimes I get so it's just amazing and I don't really know where to start. So, mascara was created by Cara Brooke Kilpack. Well, I don't know if she actually goes by Brooke, but that's the name that I always knew her as. And now she's married and her last name is Kilpack, but she is a beauty blogger and has been a beauty blogger for a really, really long time. She is knows more about makeup than anybody I know, and she created her own makeup line a few years ago. I started using it 2 years ago. Hey Cherie, is it working now? I started using it about 2 years ago and I just fell in love with it. I bought the makeup initially because I was this is my friend's company and I want to support her and I trust her because I followed her beauty blog for years. And hey Dad, I followed her blog for years and okay, good. And so I knew that I could trust anything she was going to give me and I just wanted to support her. So I got some makeup and I was immediately fell in love with it. It's my most favorite makeup I've ever bought. But to be honest, I was totally scared at first. I was kind of a Sephora snob. I would go into Sephora every month and drop $120 on my under eye concealer and my other concealer and my foundation and my contour kit and my, oh my gosh, eyebrow pencils, you name it, everything. And so I was really scared to try something new. So, in fact, so scared enough that I wouldn't actually even buy it myself. I asked my mom to buy it for me for my birthday. Because I was well then at least if it's terrible, then at least I'm not out my makeup money. So my mom gave it to me for my birthday and I just immediately fell in love with it. It was my most favorite makeup I ever used. And so for the next year and a half, seriously, I'm a hairstylist and people would come over here to get their hair done. And I was oh, you have to check out my new makeup. I love this makeup. And so I was constantly showing it to my friends. Anytime I'd go somewhere with my friends and I'd have my makeup with me, I was always basically promoting the makeup all the time, except that I wasn't getting paid for it. I just really wanted to share it with everybody. So back in January, when the opportunity was presented to me to join Cara and Mascara and actually sell this makeup and still do the same thing I was doing but actually get paid for it, I was super excited. And so I jumped on board and I have just been loving it and writing the mascara strain. Everyone, oh yeah, I totally did. I know, I told everybody about it. That was before you even knew what it was. So anyway, so I just love it. I just wanted to share with you guys just how much I love this makeup and how I got started with it. So what's so great about this makeup is that everybody wants that glam kind of look that you always see in Hollywood, whether it's musicians or movie stars or whatever, they always have great makeup. And most of us, there are those of us who try to do that, right? We watch makeup tutorials, we follow beauty bloggers and stuff like that, and we try to recreate that. And I tried that, not super successfully. And it took forever. It would take me 45 minutes to do my makeup. And when you have 4 little kids like I do, or any other kids, or one kid, or a job, or anything else, you just don't have that much time to do your makeup. And then you have people who are just well, I just can't do that, and I don't really care enough. I just want to floosh some makeup on on my face. That word is courtesy of Sheree. I just want to floosh some makeup on my face just so I can say I did and try to like cover up my dark circles and call it a day. And so what's great about this makeup is it kind of gives you the best of both worlds. It allows you the ability to recreate those kind of Hollywood looks, but with the budget of a busy woman. Or, I'm sorry, with the time of a busy woman and the budget of a normal person. And so it's just really awesome. So I'm gonna kind of talk to you about the products. So all of our makeup comes in these gorgeous little tins. Aren't these cute? So what happens is you have me do a custom color match on you. And what I'll do is I'll look at a picture of you, or if you're in the Las Vegas area and I can do it in person, then we can do that too. And I will figure out the right colors for your skin. And so the colors come in these really cute little tins. And once I come up with your colors, then we get to create your foundation palette. So our standard compact is this one right here, and it's called the Quad Pack. You see this like marble design. It's got like gold foiling on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's beautiful. And when you open it up, you've got your mirror, and then you've got your compact base. So because this is a customized makeup, we get to build it. So for me, my colors are Aura. So I'm gonna open up my little tin and I'm gonna stick it right here in my compact. Now this is a magnetic base and the tins are aluminum, and so as soon as I put it in there, it's stuck in there, which is super, super nice. So I like that one. And then here's Olive. This is the other color I like to wear. So I'm gonna take Olive out of this tin. And what's really great about these tins too, and these little slider lids, is that as seasons change, like with summer, and I know I'm gonna catch some sun and I'll probably need a little bit of a darker color, I can take this color right out of my compact, put my lid back on it, put it in my drawer for when fall comes and I'm ready for those lighter colors again. I can pop a darker color in here, and I'm not having to change out my entire makeup just because my skin got darker. Like nothing is worse than spending like $60 on a bottle of foundation and then catching a tan, and then you're like, crap, now I have to go buy new makeup. This is terrible. Or you just make it work because you don't want to drop another $60 on foundation or whatever. Okay, and then for my lip and cheek, I like Pink Grapefruit. Well, actually, I like a bunch of them, but I'm kind of feeling in a Pink Grapefruit mood today. So I'm gonna put Pink Grapefruit in here. So now I've got my highlight color, a contour color, my lip and cheek color, and then I'm gonna put this last one, I'm gonna do this illuminator. This one is Rose Gold. So what are you guys up to today? Tell me what you're doing. Is everybody's kids on summer break like mine? I don't really know what we're doing. We haven't like started our summer schedule yet, so we're just kind of all over the place this week. Okay, so this is what your customized palette is gonna look like. And the other thing that's really fun is our palettes come in two colorways. So you can either get this marbled look, or we've also got, this one is called Sea Glass, and it's a green color and it's got the gold foiling on it as well. Really pretty. This one reminds me of like a mermaid tail or something. All right, so this is what your customized hack pack or quad pack or whatever it is that you want to call it. Everybody calls it something a little bit different. Oh my goodness, that's awesome, Sheree. Okay, so now for application, I've got my 30-second hack brush. We have two different hack brushes depending on what you want to do. So the 30-second hack brush is our most commonly used one. What's great about this one is you've got your domed edge here to get and do your highlight really easily, and then you have a rounded brush here for doing your contour and your blush. So basically this one brush will do your whole face, And because you've got big ends, it makes application really fast and really, really easy. This is the brush I use 99% of the time. The other hack brush that we have is this one, and it's called our Detail Hack Brush. Now, as you notice, this one is all metal and this one's wood in the middle. So right now the company is transitioning all of our brushes to this metal, which is actually like a rose gold. You can't see it very good in the video, but it's a rose gold and a champagne gold, and they're beautiful in person. And we're getting rid of the wood brushes. So this is the Detail Hack Brush, and what this one's got is it's got the same domed edge here, but it's a lot smaller so that you can get in really, really good. Yes, I am too. I love both brushes. So when I'm like gonna go out or I want a more chiseled look, this is the brush that I go for, because you've got a smaller end here that allows you to really get in and do a lot of detail work, and then your brush over here is flat, which means you've got corners and you've got a flat edge here that really allow you to get in and get a really chiseled, detailed look. So those are our two hack brushes. And I wanted to introduce you to them because when you decide that you want to order a hack pack, which is one of these, what I call is the essentials kit is you would get your hack pack, and then you would get your hack brush, and then you'll get one more thing, which I'll talk about in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you guys kind of how this all works. So, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. We'll really kind of break down the process of how the highlight and contour works, how to make it work for you and your face shape and everything. So today I'm kind of just going to put it on and talk about it a little bit. But basically we're going to take this. Yes, Deanna, it absolutely will stay on. So you can watch it for as long as you want to. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and what's great is this stuff is really, really pigmented. So I have a lot of customers that tell me like, I just don't wear any makeup, or I don't wear a lot of makeup, and then this becomes their favorite because these colors are so pigmented. You saw how little these tins are, right? They're not very big. I remember when I got my first order of these and these came, I was like, oh my goodness, these are gonna last me like a week. But really, because you use so little makeup, because of how pigmented it is, these little tins will last you. Typically on your highlight, it'll last me like 3 to 4 months. And then the other colors, much longer because you don't use them as much. The highlight's the one you're gonna use the most of. So you put just a little bit of makeup on your brush. And then I like to start and go in here under my eye. And essentially you're just gonna kind of draw like a pie-shaped piece here across your cheekbone and your under eye. Get my hair out of the way. And like I said, I've got a lot more videos coming for you. I really kind of wanted to do this one as an introduction kind of to the product and the process, and kind of just get you familiar with the idea of it. This page is really going to become a full beauty page. I'll be doing a lot of tutorials on really how to get specific looks with your makeup. We'll be doing hair tutorials. We'll be doing product reviews and all that kind of stuff. So anything you guys want to see, basically, you ask me to show it to you and I'll show you. You want to learn how to do a cool new braid or anything like that, like this will be the spot for that. Okay, so I did my cheekbones, down my nose. You want to take it and go like across your nostril and kind of, I like to get this because I get those nice dark circles under my eyes. I can thank my kids for that. You can see how with just that little tiny bit of makeup, how good it covers those dark circles. So I'm gonna come in here. So I went across the bridge of my nose and kind of up the side. I don't necessarily always cover my entire nose. That's another thing that's really nice with this makeup. Because we're not covering our entire face with that one solid color, you don't have to cover your whole face. I have lots of customers who will take and just put a little highlight under their eyes and maybe across their nose or whatever it is. Sometimes they just want a little contour. You don't have to cover your whole face, or you can use it as a full coverage makeup and really get a dramatic fun look with it. Okay, so I'm gonna still come in with my highlight, And you can see I've got nice like blemishes everywhere. Fantastic. So I'm going to come in here and go across my chin. And you typically don't need to use any sort of concealer with this. This is, as I talk while I cover my lip, this is going to be your foundation and your concealer in one. Now, if you've got really dark blemishes or something that require a little bit more coverage, I always tell people, and I'll post my blemish video on here too, that you just kind of go through and put your highlight on like normal. And if you still have blemishes coming through, then you can go in after and kind of spot treat those blemishes. I can tell that this little guy right here is gonna be a pain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tap a little extra highlight on there. Okay, so, and I don't typically cover my whole eyelid either, especially if I'm gonna be doing some eyeshadows and stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much that. I hardly use any highlight at all. My brush hardly has any makeup left on it. And now I'm gonna go in with this rounded edge and come into my contour. And I'm just gonna put a little contour on the edge of my brush here. Now your contour line wants to run right under your cheekbone. And I always say if you suck in your cheeks, that point where your cheeks pull in, that's about the most forward point you want to take it. So you don't want to draw your contour all the way to your lip. You just want to go about to that point under your cheekbone and up about to the top of your ear. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to run it right here. And I like to kind of keep it like a little line and then just kind of blend it. And when you're doing this for the first time, you're going to be a little scared. Some of you may be scared watching me now, but I promise you that you'll see how easy this is and what a flawless result you can get from it. So I'm going to come through and do this side as well. Okay, I'm going to flip my brush because I got my contour a little bit on top of my cheekbone there and I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it right under. And like I said, we'll be doing more videos that kind of breaks all this down in more detail. So now a little bit more contour, and I'm going to take this along my hairline here. And the hairline contour is to kind of help you achieve that perfect oval face shape. So this is where you want to try to envision like a perfect like oval from eyebrow to eyebrow, like a little dome. And essentially you want to kind of contour out everything behind that. So now I've done here and I've done here. And I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to run it underneath my jawline. And I like to just make that kind of darker right here under my jawline and then just kind of drag it down your neck. So it gets like a really natural shadow look where it's shadowed and then it kind of fades down. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to run it right along that front side of my nose. And you're just creating a little bit of a shadow here. And then I like to just take my finger and just put a little bit more right here on the bridge of my nose. So right now, everything looks kind of severe. You can see a line here, you can see a line here, and you can obviously see my lines here. And that's okay. That's kind of what we're going for here for a minute. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into my lip and cheek color. And now I kind of use this one side for my contour and one side for my blush, and that allows me to not have to clean my brush when I'm switching from one to the next. And with your blush, you're just gonna kind of tap it right here on the apples of your cheeks and just kind of blend it kind of back to your temple and down to your contour. I know a lot of people, when I ask them what kind of blush they like to use, a lot of people would tell me, I don't use a blush. And when you're doing a lot of highlighting and contouring on your skin, you really want to use at least a little, even a subtle blush, even something that's very bronzy, just something to add that little bit of color back into your cheeks, because when you've got light and brown going on, it can kind of wash you out. So you want to make sure you're always adding that little bit of color back into your cheeks. Okay, I'm gonna flip back over to my highlight side. Make sure I didn't bring that blush too far up on my cheekbone. Make sure I just kind of kept it down here on those apples of my cheeks. All right, and then I'm gonna take my finger and tap into my lip and cheek color, because it is lip and cheek color. I'm gonna put it right here on my lips. Now, I love Lip Sense, and I am a huge fan of Lip Sense. But for the days when I'm not wearing Lip Sense and you kind of just want that finished look, I love to be able to just throw a little bit of color on my lips and have a little bit of a finished, complete look without having to put like full lipstick on. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, remember how I said that your essentials kit comes with your compact, your customized compact, your hack brush, and a perfector. And our perfector is just that. It's gonna go through and perfect everything. So this is just a little makeup blending sponge. And what I'm gonna do now that I've got everything applied everywhere is you're just gonna kind of come through and you're just gonna kind of use like a tapping motion and just kind of blend everything in. I like to go under my eyes because sometimes I can get a little heavy-handed under my eyes because I start putting on my makeup and I'm like, oh my gosh, my circles. And so I always like to just kind of press it there. And what's great is because it's a sponge, it'll pick up any excess makeup that might get stuck in creases or something like that, but it's gonna leave all the makeup that you need there for coverage. And then with my nose, I'm just gonna kind of buff right down the sides where I added that little contour shadow so that it just looks like a shadow and not like I put brown on my face. And so you can kind of see now that it leaves you with just that kind of glam chiseled look. And even through all my talking and getting distracted, that still only took just a few minutes. It's very quick, it's very easy, it's very, very versatile. And you can do so much more with it. So let me show you a couple more little things that you can do. So I like to take, this one is called our multitasker brush. I like to take the multitasker, and this is a contour color shadow, and I like to take and just dip my small end of my multitasker brush into the shadow and use it as my eyebrow. And I was like, I love Anastasia's eyebrow products. I love their pencils and their powders. So this is going to be really similar to, oh geez, what's it called? Any sort of like cream eyebrow product. And what's great is you're not actually having to buy an additional product to do this with. You're doing this just with the products that you already have. So I can go through and fill in my eyebrows with that. Now, I know a couple people, and I can't actually see who's on here, but I know when I asked what some of you wanted to see today, a few of you talked about dark circles under your eyes. And I'll do some more videos, like I said, in the future that I'll really break down and talk about that a lot. But what's really great is for me, just putting on my personal highlight color, it will typically get rid of those dark circles for me. But for some people, you need that little bit of extra boost. And so what I like to do is I'll take one shade lighter than what you would normally wear. So for me, I wear Aura. So the next shade lighter is White Peach. So I'll take White Peach and my detail hack brush, and I'll come right in here, and like we did a big triangle with my regular color. So with this time, I'm gonna do kind of a little smaller triangle. And take that kind of right under my eye, but kind of, you wanna fill in this whole space. If you kind of just take that lighter color and go just right here under your eye, you can give yourself kind of raccoon eyes. And so you wanna make sure that you're kind of filling in this little triangle space right here. And you can take that right here also. So you can kind of see, I felt like this one covered my dark circles enough, but once I add that little bit of color, and you can compare side to side, this side almost looks like it's lifted right here. And that's because when you're highlighting, you're bringing things forward. And that's why we want to highlight this top part of our face. We want everything to bring this upper part of our face and our eyes forward. So now that I just saw how super awesome it looks to brighten my under eye a little bit more, and do it to this side too. And then of course I'll take my perfector and make sure that that blends in really good, and again kind of go over it and tap it out and make sure that I've got it blended good. All right. So we also have a really amazing line of eyeshadows. Now, before I show you the eyeshadows, I have to show you something else. So, like I said, this is our most commonly used compact. It's our quad pack, and it holds your 4 foundation colors. Oh, I forgot to use our last one. So this last one is our illuminator. This is kind of like a luminescent, translucent color. And so you just kind of put it here on your cheekbones. Thank you, Cherie. And I like to put it under my brow bone. And I like to put it right here in the inner corners of my eyes. Kind of just adds that little glow. Okay. So that kind of just gives you that little bit of like luminescent look. Okay, so that's our quad pack. So what happens when you're like me and you like 3 different blush colors? They don't all fit in here. Or maybe you like powder and you like to have a more, I like the kind of luminescent dewy look, but if you like a more really flat matte powdered finish, like where is that gonna fit? And what about your eyeshadows? So we have what's called the double decker. So you can kind of see this one is just a little bit bigger than our quad pack and double thick. So let me show you. So in the double decker, you could have all of your foundation colors. So here I've got highlight, contour, lip and cheek, and an illuminator, and I could add more contour colors. I have 3 different contour colors I use on a regular basis, just depending on what kind of look I'm going for. Or if you have multiple lip and cheek colors or whatever. Then you've got your bottom section here where you can keep your powders. This is my almost gone setting powder here. And your eyeshadows, which is so great. So you still have everything combined in just one really beautiful, easy to use compact. The closures on these are magnetic as well. So you can take this compact, you can throw it in your purse with your brush, and you can do like me and do your makeup in the car most of the time. And everything is in one place. No need, I remember when I used to like be running late and try to do my makeup in the car, and I would grab like, I couldn't even grab a makeup bag because I had translucent powder and I had bronzer that would like, if it got tipped over, would like spill into the bag. So I had a drawer. So when I wanted to do my makeup in the car, I would pull my makeup drawer out, put it in the car, and then try to do my makeup. And so instead of having your foundation and your concealer and your setting powder and your bronzer and all of these different things that you've got to take with you, not to mention your eyeshadow palettes and all of that, you literally just have one beautiful, beautiful compact that holds everything. So now you might be thinking, I'm like a makeup swooner, so I don't know if that will even hold everything for me. Don't worry, I got you covered. So this is our Mac Daddy Double Decker. This one that I just showed you is our mini double decker. This one is our big double decker. So this one is in the marbled. All the sizes come in sea glass or marble. So this one is, let's see if I can show you for size, is a lot bigger than the quad pack and even significantly bigger than our mini double decker. You've got all this more space, and it's the same concept that you've got two levels. So you've got one level for all of your powders and eyeshadows and one level for all of your creams and foundations. This is like my lifesaver when I'm doing parties and I need to take all my colors. I can fit every color in there and it is amazing. And then what is super fun, our newest member of the mascara family is this cute little guy. Isn't he so cute? So this one is called the Square Compact. So this is actually what I'm using for our giveaway. And the Square Compact is just big enough to hold 2 powders or 4 eyeshadows. So this is perfect when you're like, I just want my foundation and I just want a few eyeshadows. I don't need like a mini double decker or a double decker. I'm not like super that into makeup. You can get your foundation and your eyeshadows in just 2 really pretty little palettes. So the giveaway that we're doing is gonna give you your cute little Square Compact. You get any 4 eyeshadows of your choice, and you get to the amazing eyeshadow everything brush. This is the most amazing eyeshadow brush I've ever used. This has like replaced, I have an eyeshadow brush collection from Sephora. It has probably 6 or 7 brushes in it. This brush is the only one I use anymore. This end is perfect for application and for that really controlled application. And this one is for blending or for a wider application. And they are just amazing. So there's that. So that shows you all of our different compacts. Now our eyeshadows come in similar tins to our foundation colors. So you're gonna have these cute little tins. So you can get on, you can choose any colors you want. I think we've got 25 or 26 colors. And what's great is these little tins are exactly half the size of the foundation tins. What does that mean? Everything is interchangeable. So everything fits into our compacts, whether it's a combination of the full-size singles or the eyeshadow size singles. Everything is going to fit into our compacts, which is just super awesome. So I want to kind of just show you some of our eyeshadows really fast. So I like to take, before I put my eyeshadow on, and I like to take a little bit of our setting powder. This setting powder is called Vanilla Dust. And I like, here, I'll do it this side. I like to just take and put a little dusting of setting powder on my eyelid before I start doing my makeup application or my eyeshadow application. And that is because we want to make sure that there's no moisture on our eyelids before we start our application. Because if we're going to be doing any kind of blending, any moisture that's on our lids is going to grab onto any color we put on, so you can get an uneven look. Because if you've got moisture and there's a spot here that's moisture is more than over here, the color is going to go darker there. And that goes for any eyeshadow. That's just a general makeup tip, not specific to mascara. So here's just a few of our eyeshadows. These are the ones that are in my personal palette. This is my personal makeup palette. Like I said, we've got about 25 or 26 colors. So I'm just gonna take, let's see here. This one is called Crush. This is like my favorite color lately. It's kind of a shimmery, corally kind of color. And I'm gonna use the blending side of my brush, and I'm gonna cover my lid and go into my crease, and I'm gonna go up to my brow bone just a little bit. You never wanna go up on top, up in front of that eyebrow bone. You just wanna go up to it. And if you've never done your makeup in your phone, it's kind of tricky. So I'm really sorry if this looks weird for everybody. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, this one right here is called Gilded, and it's like a beautiful bronzy kind of maroon color. And I'm gonna take this now with my more stiff application end of my brush, and I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna kind of do that deep crease here with this color Gilded, and I'm gonna kind of come, this is called like the V of your eye, and I'm gonna kind of bring it down right above my eyelashes. So it's filling in that deep crease, coming out to the corner V, and then coming back over your eyelashes. And of course, we're gonna do the same on this side. And you can see how pigmented that is. With a lot of eyeshadows, even the ones that I used to get from MAC and stuff like that, most commonly a color will not show up this dark until you've put on like 5 or 6 layers of it. But ours are so awesome and so pigmented. And then you can use this end of your brush and blend everything out. Make sure we've got things even on both sides. I kind of went a little heavy with it on that other side, so I'm gonna add a little bit more over here. And then I like to take just a little bit and kind of halo it right here under my eye as well. Just because I feel like it gives it a really good complete look. Even if I'm going to be doing an eyeliner, I like to add just a little bit of eyeshadow to that under eye, just because it kind of completes that halo effect. Okay. And then I'll take, and I usually just have like a towel or something, and I'll kind of do my brush in between colors so that I don't get a lot of transfer from one color to the next. And then this one is called Stardust. It's kind of a shimmery bone color. And I'm going to take this one in that inner eye and just kind of feather and fan it to about the middle or the first third of my eye right there. Because you always want to add bright to the inner eye and you want to go darker on the outside. Because that's the natural flow of the face. If light's coming and hitting you here, it's going to brighten here and it's going to shadow out here. And so that's what you want. I mean, beautiful makeup, you can go all out and do some crazy glam looks with your makeup, but no matter what, you're still always trying to achieve those things that happen naturally on your skin. You don't ever want to just look like a complete not even a real person. You want to still give the effect of those natural things that happen in your skin. So now, let's see. I'm just going to add just a little bit more blush. I'm not sure why, but whenever I get my eyeshadow on, I almost always immediately feel like I need a little bit more blush. Like your face is just a little bit more made up, and so you kind of want to add that little bit more color there. So let's see. So now I want to show you just a little bit of what we've got in the way of, well, actually first, I'm going to show you some of our other brushes that we've got that are so amazing. So this one is my current favorite. Look at how fluffy it is. It's gorgeous. Again, all these wood are being retired and everything's going to gold, rose gold and champagne gold. So this is our B Squared blush and bronzer brush. So you've got this nice big fluffy end here, and it's so soft for doing bronzer. And then you've got this end here for blush. We've got this beauty. This is our powder brush. I know a lot of girls that actually like to use this one for their highlight and contour application. You've got an angled flat end here and an angled flat end here that's a stiffer brush. So if you really want to get in here and get a lot of detail work done and stuff like that, I know a lot of girls love this. Or if you're using it for powder, you've got that angled end so that you can just press that setting powder or bronzer right into your skin and it will just kind of melt in there, and it's amazing. I already showed you our multitasker, which has got your detail end here. This is the end I like to use for eyebrows and eyeliner or really detailed eyeshadowing if I'm doing a really detailed look. And then you've got your stiff flat end here for pressing in certain colors or doing lip colors or things like that. And so that's basically all of our brushes. Now to show you some of our skin stuff. So this is our Stay Spray, and it's a setting spray. I'm gonna go ahead and spray myself because I got my makeup all done. And you guys, it smells like heaven. It's got like coconut fragrance or something in it. It smells amazing. For any of you who are familiar with setting sprays, I have always used Urban Decay's All Nighter setting spray, and this feels very similar to it, except for this I only have to spray like 2 or 3 sprays, and where that one I felt like I was spraying like 10 sprays to get it on. So this is an amazing product to set your makeup. I didn't use this product a whole lot until it started to get hot, and here in Las Vegas it's hot, and so now I always set my makeup, because then if I'm out and I start getting sweaty and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about my makeup coming off, because this is just, it's amazing, guys. It's like hairspray for your face. It's awesome. And if you've got oily skin, you can also use this as your primer. So before you start your makeup application, you can spray it on, apply your makeup, spray to finish, and you've got your primer and your setting spray all in one, and it is amazing. We've also got our makeup remover wipes, which are my favorite. I actually keep these on the table next to my couch. So when it's the end of the day and I'm finally like sitting down with my husband, I can pull out a wipe and just wipe the day away, get all my makeup off. I do still usually wash my face at night, you know, when I go up to go to bed and stuff, but I love these for just taking off my makeup at the end of the day. So now the other product I want to show you, this is called Milk. This is our Milk moisturizing cream, and you guys, this stuff is like magic in a bottle. I kind of can't believe how versatile this product is. I have customers who have very dry skin that were immediately drawn to try any sort of moisturizer to help their dry skin and to alleviate that, and have told me that this has moisturized their skin and totally changed it and made it feel like it's not constantly flaky and dry anymore. And likewise, I have a lot of customers that have oily skin who have always been scared to moisturize because they have oily skin, and so they don't want to sit and add to the oiliness of their skin. And so I've had them use this, and honestly, I don't even know what makes it so magical, guys, but somehow it creates that perfect amount of moisture where if you're oily, it gives you just enough moisture to get your skin to stop overproducing oil and to give you that perfect balance that you need. To just have nice, fresh skin that's not over oily. And when you're dry, it gives you just enough moisture. It's like that perfect balance that I haven't met a single person that tried this that wasn't absolutely in love with it and didn't feel like it completely was changing their skin for the better. So this is amazing. And what's really great is Kara, our creator, just announced the other day that she's creating a skincare line that is this same line. So there will be cleansers and toners and things like that that will go along with our Milk Moisturizer, which is super awesome. So I think that's pretty much everything that I have. You know, the idea behind this company is beauty and simplicity. And so really that's what it is. There's not 100 different products that do all the same things or 100 different things. It's very simple. You can get your customized hack pack. You can choose which size compact that you want. We have 2 colorway options, and then the brushes and things that you need to help you with your application. But everything is very simple, and I love it. It's simplified my life and given me more time for the things that I really want to do, and I'm so, so grateful for that. Does anybody have any questions? If you have questions, please post them below. If I see them after I hop off of here, then obviously I'll get on and answer them afterwards too. But I had a lot of fun on here today with you. I've got to put my mascara on now. I'll spare you guys from having to watch me put my mascara on in my phone camera. But I had fun with you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and learning a little bit more about mascara and the different products and things that we have. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. If you want a color match, PM me or post your picture on the color match, the Spot My Shade post that I have. And make sure that you've entered the giveaway. I think the giveaway goes until Saturday. So be sure and enter the giveaway to get one of these cute little square compacts with the 4 eyeshadows of your choice and our eyeshadow everything brush. And actually, before I sign off, I want to hurry and tell you guys a little bit about the pricing so you kind of know where everything is at. So all of our colors, all of our singles that create your foundation are $12. So you can mix and match those how you want. To fill your compact is going to be $48. And then you get your compact, when you buy all 4 colors, you get this for free, which is a super awesome deal. Our hack brush is $35. But when you order that with your compact and through me, then you can get $5 off of that. And then you've got your Perfector, which is $14. So this is what I call your essentials kit. Once you get your compact for free and I take the $5 off your brush, that brings everything to $91 to get everything to do your face. Now, for some of you who have been buying good, high quality makeup, seems totally reasonable and probably a lot less than what you're used to spending. For those of you who are used to buying drugstore or Target makeup or something, this is a lot higher quality of makeup, but also you have to remember that this initial investment of the $91 is getting you all of your tools that you need to succeed in using this makeup and applying it properly. So once you've got all of these, then when you run out of your highlight color, because that's what you'll run out of first, all you have to do is order just 1 highlight tin, which like I said is $12. So it's super, super, I could not believe when I started using it how much less expensive it was than what I was getting before. It seems like a little bit of an investment up front, but as soon as all you have to do is replace that 1 highlight color, you're gonna be like, what? I only have to spend $12 on makeup to last me like 3 months? Are you kidding me? And I mean, honestly, I ended up throwing away my blush before I ever even used it because I was like, gosh, this is like 2 years old. I probably should just replace it. So anyways, it becomes a really, really inexpensive and easy to use product. So anyways, I hope you guys liked the video and thanks for joining me and I'll talk to you later.